Alright, so how many of you have heard that buying organic is better for you in the long run? Most of you. Alright, well, technically it's not. It's just basically a marketing scam, which is hard for me to say because as a marketing student, but they've done very well. Alright, so 3 main points I have about this of why it's a scam and not such a real thing. A, it's overpriced. B, the land use from it is just bad, and then it's also toxic for us and bees. The first one is overpriced. So here I have a chart of just like side-by-side examples of how much everything costs. It's like 60 ounces of strawberries is like $5 organically, but conventional it's $1.88. And like, you ask yourself, why? Right? Well, basically, it's a green designer label for buying stuff. So organic is basically like the Patagonia of vegetables and fruit, and well, it kind of spreads across anything that's grown or raised. So people always think that the more expensive means it's better for you, but if you're ever looking in the store at organic produce, it doesn't always look the best, mostly because people are arguing that there's no chemicals on it, it's not holding up its spot, but really it's just not as good as the rest. So also why it's more expensive is with no chemicals, there's more labor put into the production of this. So like for all these vegetables, they can't have any weed killer around them, they can't spray for anything at all. And with no weed killer, that means you have people weeding, otherwise you can't find your vegetables. You have people picking by hand, going through everything. And you also have a ton of bugs that'll just take over, because without any pest controls at all, then any kind of bug can just come in. So I've worked on 2 organic farms in my life. Well, technically they tried to be organic, but then they didn't make any money at all. They were losing money like crazy because they planted everything, didn't spray anything. We're pulling weeds by hand, and it's not a good year. So every year, this is what a lot of farmers who are labeled as organic are doing, the smaller operations. They will have college students from like ag departments come in and look over their land and see what kind of bugs they have and like what's wrong with their soil and what they can use, and just minimalize like their kinds of pesticides. So it's not like a ton of what they're using. So next, the land use. So as you can see, here's an organic farm. It's smaller. You have about 2 rows of all the different kinds of things. Like I said, people are hand picking these. They have to go through them every day to check for everything. Also why it's more expensive. And so they have to use crop rotation to not wear out the soil, which is what every farmer basically uses. It's just they have to do it more to not wear it out because you're not using any pesticides and you're just moving everything. Yeah, I lost my spot. Also, with the higher tillage, so with this, they have to till all the land every year, and they're releasing more CO2 into the atmosphere every time that they till. So they're trying to move into no-till, which is also they can't do without pesticides or weed killers, because then it's just all weeds and you can't be planting crops and weeds, so you're going to have to start using your tillage. Alright, and then my last point is that it's toxic. So those are a bunch of names of different things that are toxic to bees. I won't even try to pronounce them right now. I tried Googling like how to say the different words, but it doesn't really work. So, these natural pesticides, the Roundup and I don't know what in the world that one is, these are not synthetic. These are actually meant to kill. So, all organic places use these because they're natural. They all come from plants. They're all taken from seeds and roots. And they're all linked to all different kinds of bad stuff. These are basically all the plants that they found get rid of bugs, but also are bad for us. And the rotonin is also linked to Parkinson's. I actually watched a whole video on this about how it travels into your body. Basically just wash your fruits and vegetables and you'll be good. But also, 1 year pesticide residue, like on all the vegetables and stuff, even from like one farm, won't really do anything to you because it's less toxic for our bodies than just one single cup of coffee, which I thought was very interesting. So that's about it. Basically, organic farming isn't all that it's cut out to be. It's basically just thrown out there that it's better for you, but it's really not. And they'll want to charge you extra money. And that is